All right, secret's out. We're having a baby. Good morning from Southern California. We are here for potentially the last time as a family of two. If you guys don't know, we're both from Southern California, so we have a lot of friends and family still out here. And the official reason for being here right now is for 2 weddings. But while we're here, we're also doing some fun baby things and thought it would be a good time to make this video since we're stuck in 4 hours of California traffic.
We want to make this video for 3 reasons. Number 1, to tell you guys the news. Number 2, to catch you guys up on what's been going on behind the scenes. And number 3, on what's next for us and JayxNina. And with breaking the news, we're curious if any of you guys are surprised. We felt like we tried really hard to keep it a secret for as long as we did. How'd we do keeping the surprise?
If you're wondering how we kept it a secret for so long, it is just creative angles for photos and videos. We posted pictures where the bump is a little more hidden, but there are plenty of photos where it is terribly obvious that I'm pregnant. But now that the news is public, you'll probably be seeing some more of those. All right, so now that you guys know we're having a baby, let's just get into some of the basic questions. First off, due date. Baby is due in the new year, and in some ways it feels super close, and in other ways it feels still terribly far away.
The baby is going to be a girl, and no, we have not settled on a name yet.
If we did, we probably wouldn't share it anyway yet, but we don't have one. So like I said, I'm around 5 months pregnant, which means all the adventures you've seen us do over the summer here on YouTube, but mostly on Instagram and TikTok, I have been pregnant for. So we wanted to spend some time in this video kind of catching you guys up what it's been like behind the scenes, because as we all know, social media is such a highlight reel. And while we weren't ready to be public with the news about the pregnancy yet, we do want to take a minute to acknowledge that, you know, not everything you saw this summer was exactly how things were going behind the scenes. Well, Instagram versus reality moment from this summer, starting with Havasu Pie. If you remember back in May, that was when we had just found out I was pregnant.
Finding out we were pregnant at the same time getting permits for Havasu Pie left us with a difficult decision of whether or not we should actually go. So we were playing it by ear pretty much up until the few days before the trip, when we had a couple friends and family encourage us to still go. Knowing that there was the ability to take a helicopter ride in or out was definitely very comforting, and at the end of the day was the reason why we still chose to go.
On that trip, I am super proud that I ended up doing it, and it's something that we will probably talk about for years to come because it felt like such an accomplishment. But if you've seen any of our videos from that trip, I was carrying like a 15-pound tiny day pack, and Jay carried everything. I also experienced nausea for the very first time while we were down there at the campsite. Like eating our backpacking meals, I was just like not having it. And nothing ever sounded good, but it's like all we had. It was just kind of like a meme of an experience. Again, so glad we did Havasu Pie, but yeah, behind the scenes, it was a meme for sure. So after Havasu Pie, I was like officially in first trimester, which it goes different for everyone. I know it could always be worse, but I was down bad this summer. Like June through August, I was gone. I threw up more than I ever have in my life. My food aversions were insane. Just getting outside at all was definitely a challenge. I do feel like summer kind of passed me by. We did a little bit of travel because we had so many weddings in California this summer. So we were hopping on planes what felt like every other week. And I'll be honest, I have never hated getting on a plane so much. For someone who loves travel, I've never dreaded the airport so much. And then everyone was telling me all first trimester, at 12 weeks, you'll start feeling better. And 12 weeks came and went and like not better at all. For me, it wasn't until close to 18 weeks, even into like 20 weeks, until I felt normal. As far as expectations go, we're people who know like nothing about babies. I knew nothing about pregnancy before this happening, but just wanted to set a realistic picture of how it really was for me. Yeah, this whole experience, especially the first trimester, made us realize how little we know about pregnancy and babies. I still, now being 5 months pregnant, have never ever changed a diaper in my life. Yeah, I'm sure that'll change in a couple months, but that's crazy. I am feeling a lot better. Everyone says second trimester is like the golden period of pregnancy. So I'm just trying to enjoy every day that I do feel good. I'm still not symptom free. Like I get headaches all the time. I have weird leg twitches every night. Like there's all sorts of weird things going on with your body during pregnancy, but it has improved. And we have been trying to maximize the second trimester for travel and for a lot of adventures. So it's been fun to get back to what feels like normal for us. You've probably seen us go to Mexico. That was right at the beginning of when I started feeling better. We went to Kauai, which was again an incredible trip.
And now that we're all caught up, that brings us to number 3, which is what's next for us in the future of JayxNina.
And we have one more big trip before we're kind of in for 3rd trimester. And we'll add 2 more countries to our country count list before baby gets here. So what you can expect for the winter, I know we usually do a lot of skiing, a lot of winter sports. Jay will still be very active doing that, and we're excited to share resorts and skiing from his perspective. This winter is definitely going to be a slower one for me, which I'm pretty sad about, honestly, the closer that it gets. But definitely December and January won't be doing much skiing. That being said, it is my goal this season to get out on skis, especially after baby gets here. I should have some time towards the spring side of the season, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not putting any pressure on myself though to be able to ski anything in particular. My season is just going to look like highlighting a little bit more of the beginner friendly or non-skier type of things, and Jay will do all of the stuff you guys are used to seeing from us.
I'm not sure that we're allowed to share this yet, but we are partnering with Epic Pass this season, so we have some really fun ski trips planned, especially for the spring, that we're really looking forward to sharing with you guys.
So you can still count on us to go to some fun new resort destinations, and this time baby will be in tow. Okay, next question a lot of people probably have is, are we staying in Jacksonville? Yes, we are staying in the area. We are moving to a slightly bigger spot, a little bit more on the outskirts, since we're gonna need a little bit more room with baby. But that being said, Jacksonville is still home. It's been home for the past almost 5 years now. Southern California, we love and we visit all the time because of family and friends. We will always have ties here. But we're not going anywhere as far as mountain town life goes. Will we keep traveling with the baby?
Absolutely. One of the reasons why traveling these past few years has been hard on us is because we know that all these wonderful memories that we've been creating are memories that we're not creating with our kids and family. So we're really excited to not just bring them into the world, but bring them along for all of our trips and give them some of the incredible opportunities that we've been given.
Maybe. It might look slightly different, of course, but it's something we've been planning on since we started traveling when we first got married, that knowing we wanted to travel as a family. So we have purposely saved a lot of destinations for starting a family. And I feel like we've kind of unlocked like new destinations that we haven't let ourselves visit over the past couple years. So I'm actually really looking forward to traveling as a little family, and there'll definitely be a learning curve to it, but you can still expect us to be on all the hikes and all the outdoor adventures and all the trips just with little Nug.
What has been the hardest part of pregnancy for you?
Besides feeling like absolutely ill for 4 months over the summer, it has been hard to sit out of activities, especially thinking about ski season. And then also little things like going in saunas, or on our trip to Hawaii, having to like vet all of the activities to make sure they were good to do while pregnant has been more challenging than I thought it would be. And I think it's helping mentally prepare us for having a baby and then eventually having a toddler, needing to think through some of those things. Okay, our last question of this video is actually for you guys, and it's how much do you want to know about baby, about this pregnancy journey? Usually on this channel and on our Instagram and TikTok, we mostly share exclusively like travel and outdoor adventure content, which is the way we like it. We love to share those things, but we're just curious how much you want to know. We tend to be a little bit more private when it comes to these more personal things, and that's one of the reasons we waited so long, because we're not planning on becoming like a mommy blogger channel or something like that. But if it's something you guys want to know about, let us know down in the comments. We've also started the tradition of every new year kind of doing like a life update question and answer video. So in a couple months, we will do one of those videos. So any questions that you have for us about travel, about JayxNina, about baby, make sure to leave those in the comments too, and we will try to get to them in our new year video.
And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time for another best day ever.
Hey! What? My goodness.
Good job, dude.
You was meant to tell that?
You want me to answer that?
I'm just thinking what I want to say.
How come you don't want to tell them?
Because it's more fun to be a mystery. Whoa, we're two diaper virgins.